Sensational.
Welcome everyone to the Sensational Podcast. We are your hosts, Osama and Sammy, and we are the Sensational ones. It's been a very long time, we miss you guys, and we apologize for the delays, but we've been very busy and just trying to get a lot of things happening.
Motion.
Yeah, pretty much. No emotion. So welcome back, guys, and we're happy to be back. We're get you guys some content and trying to embrace the black community or minorities in general, and just tell you guys what's been going on, and just keep you guys updated on what's been happening. So Sammy, just tell a bit about what's your experience has been like the last couple of weeks, months, and what's life been like, and let people update a little bit. We've been gone a bit.
Man, the last 3 months has been hectic, especially the last month itself.
Yeah.
A lot of things coming up, good things coming up in Sydney. Just opened up a bar, restaurant in the city, black owned. It's one of the toughest things I think I've had to do alongside with you as well. Man.
Trials and tribulations.
I think I grew about 10 grey hairs just in the last month.
That's facts.
The political things I have to deal with in the city. It's not the West. So it's been hard. But, we don't give up. We fight.
Roll with the punches.
Yeah,
that's basically it, yeah.
It is what it is, and, cop it on the chin and keep going. So
that's it.
Yeah. Lawsuits.
Yeah, lawsuits, employee
defamation.
Exactly, defamation. Just in the first week, so a little bit's been going on. We'll try to keep you guys updated a little bit, but we're still, we're still rolling with it. We're still going. We're still striving. So basically, this is a platform where we talk about these experiences, and if you're going to be in that, you want to be in that spot, or you're looking at being at a spot, or you want to. Or you don't know what's coming up, this is the platform where you kind of get an insight into what it's really like. So we've kind of had the first-hand experience of it.
And not only that, remember, internal investigation now with the government, like how you making money to open this, and they think that I'm some sort of drug dealer or some bullshit. I was like, bro, what do you need to know?
Yeah.
I got all the facts, all my fucking, everything I do is legit. So that was just a surprise to me, Like, I don't know what was going on said and who... involve them, but I ain't scared.
Conflict of interest.
Take on anything that comes my way.
So what would you say is the hardest part of business in Australia, in the city, where majority is more Asian and obviously Caucasian people?
Having a black face.
That's facts.
I've really had to sort of take the back seat and sort of employ.
The face of the business.
The face of the business, just to avoid all that negative energy that's being put out our way. It's not easy. You see people like they come in and stuff, they want to support, and then they see that a nigger, a black man, sorry, cut that out. They see a black man that's like, the owner, they'll quickly scull their drink and dip. You see that so many times on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. So having to take the back seat and going back to, using the back door and coming in as a customer just to check on things, and then, go back behind the scenes and to run the stuff.
Very degrading, man. Like it gets you mentally a little bit, but then you realize this is reality. You have all these ideologies in your head. You think this is how things are gonna go, but it's not reality. People, I don't know. We can say that there's still racism. It's not direct, but it's indirect racism where it's like.
Smile on your face.
Exactly.
Other moves being made behind your back.
Exactly. So they just, they're not comfortable with that being their reality, and they will show that very quickly. So we've been very quickly to be able to realize that, using the back door, obviously not showing your face and acting dumb about who we are in the presence of the business. But, you just roll the punches. It's not, at the end of the day, it's not personal. It's just business.
It is what it is, Like we used to have been in this country for 27 years or whatever. Like it's nothing new. But we didn't expect it to be on that scale as well. You expect, it's a very multicultural place. Like, not everybody, obviously. We've had some great people come through the doors and really push us and give us great ideas.
A lot of locals as well. So
and really support and give out advice that is very necessary for what we're doing. But yeah, on the flip side, it's very negative too. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you really just gotta. I say if anyone's in that predicament where it's like you're not making a business for your own people, you're making a kind of business for everyone. It's just kind of just soak it in, realize that's the reality, and just go with it. Because
100%.
until it's a comfortable state for people to see that, it is what it is. Like you have to suck it up and go with it, because then you're jeopardizing your business and then you're jeopardizing what your vision is. So basically, you just gotta do what you gotta do for the time being, and just go with it, because what are you supposed to do? There's nothing we can do in our control. So.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, there's more things coming, man. Especially this new year, bigger things coming. Don't want to talk about it too much. You know, everything's got to be a surprise. Too many haters out there, man. You gotta keep yourself protected. But stay tuned. 2025 is gonna be a crazy year. We're coming to the end of 2024. Has been a year that started off slow, but we'll finish it off strong.
yeah, it's starting to pick up very quickly.
You know, big things coming in 2025, and man, we just can't wait to get you guys involved, and we want the pod to grow as well, and the other ventures that we're in as well. So yeah, stay tuned. You know, your boys out here working, you know, day and night. How many nights you reckon in the last month we spent in the house?
In the last probably 4 months, maybe 4 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
4 or
it's
5
just
times,
been having to get tellies and just, you know, never make it home.
Yeah.
The trek home from the city is like an hour.
Yeah.
By the time we finish up, it's 2 a.m. It's like, fuck, I got to be back at 8 a.m., you know what I mean?
7,
Like,
8,
it's not even worth it. You know, you get somewhere, like, all right, quick shower, get up, boom, back, you know? So
That's what it is, man. And you talk to any other business owner, they know how it is.
how many times we passed out the floor of the restaurant, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, it is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I got to wake up and get shit happening. Especially doing all the work ourselves, you know? We're no designers.
As they say, brick by brick.
Yeah.
Brick by brick, man. I'm telling you, like, you know, that's the heart of the business. That's the business game around here. Especially being a minority, you guys out there, you want to start a business, all that. Just realize that I'm not going to say it's tougher than what it is, but you just got to be ready for the unexpected. Basically, just be ready, don't get ready. Basically like that. So
you know, your competition, you think that it's fair game, it's not fair game.
yeah.
They're coming for you. Like, they want the customers coming to them. So they're going to do anything to try and sabotage what you're trying to build. It's not a fair game. You know, even though there's enough room in this city for everybody to eat, it's not a fair game.
No.
You know, you think people are your friend and this and that, they want to help you out. You know, it's not that. They'll smile your face and put a knife straight in your back. So got to be careful out there, boys.
Yeah.
And girls.
So for your experiences from the last, 3 months, what's the main points you've taken away from business in, let's say, just a westernized society?
There's no trust. And be ready for anyone that walks through the door, you don't know who they are. They could be there to...
Competition.
You know, you just suss things out. It's competition, or could be the law. They're just be ready for anything to go down. Have all your paperwork, have everything in place. Make sure things are done by the book, because the slightest thing, they want to shut them doors.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah. And even your employees, you know, some of them don't come with good intention. You know, you don't know their background, you don't know what the history is and stuff like that. They're ready to sabotage you.
Yeah, they put on a persona during them interviews, and then you get to know them after a bit, and then it's like, wow, that's really who you are. I think as a minority, it's like you can't be good. You got to be great. Everything's got to be perfect, and you know, if that's the standard, then you know we roll the punches and we keep moving. So I think that's the main points we take away from that. And anyone that's thinking about getting in business or that's in business, just keep that steady standard, and then if you start off with that, you'll finish with that. So I think just be great and just do everything you need to do right, and you might have problems, but just roll the punches and keep going. That's the only thing I have to say to the people.
Yeah, 100%.
But we'll definitely apologize for being so what's the word? Let's say offline from the pod, but yeah, we've been doing a lot of things have been happening, and
Too busy.
Yeah.
Like even today, we didn't think we were gonna make it.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, last night was crazy. So, but we're grateful we're here and recording today, and it's been a while, and it's great to be back.
Yeah, and we appreciate you guys, you know, because you guys, you know, the support mechanisms, you know, the likes, the comments, everything you guys do for us, man, we appreciate it. So, you know, we definitely want to bring back some content for you guys, and, you know, just keep producing for you guys.
A great lineup of people that are going to come through these doors. So, yeah, just be patient. It might take a little bit longer than what it used to be every couple of weeks, but we're going to get there.
Yeah.
You know, Got to roll with the punches, but we'll get there. So.
That's it. You gotta stay positive.
A lot of things happening behind the scenes. So, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a bit of a catch up on what's been going on with us. We kind of want to touch into what's been going on with the world. Maybe we'll, maybe tap in with you guys as well. Maybe get some of your opinions on some of the things that's been happening in the world. I think the big one right now would be maybe
Trump-Harris.
Presidential election.
I did want to ask, how's it being? Obviously, you did touch on being a minority in business.
Let me before anyone we've just got my younger brother's in the back there, so he's just got a few questions. I'll repeat the questions so obviously you guys can hear it, but we like to have a little bit of an audience so they can ask questions that you guys might have, and then we can just say on the pod anyway. So what's your point on that?
Obviously, you did touch on being a minority in business in the city, but I do want to ask, how's it like being a black entrepreneur in general?
It's a hard game. Yeah.
So obviously not just in Australia, but all around the world.
Yeah.
Being a black entrepreneur trying to make something.
I mean, being an entrepreneur is not easy in the first place.
Just repeat the question, just in case the viewers didn't hear it.
It's not an easy thing to do.
Repeat the question.
Not many people actually try to do it.
Repeat the question, so in case they didn't hear it.
Being a black man, black entrepreneur in the city, but it's not even about being black. Being an entrepreneur itself is not easy. He can vouch for that. It's not an easy game. That's why a lot of people don't do it. A lot of people want to get a 9 to 5 and just kick back. It's an easy game. But to actually step out of your comfort zone and push to your limits and get out of your boundaries and take on an industry that you know nothing about, or you're studying while you're trying to achieve something in return, and you've also still got your responsibilities to take on at home, it's not an easy game. It takes courage, It takes courage and consistency.
Mental toughness, being able to just...
So it's not a black thing, it's not a white thing, it's, do you have it or not? Are you going to approach the first hurdle and crumble? Are you going to fail and then get back up and do it again? That's what it takes. Because any great story comes from, hey, I tried to do this, I failed, and then I gave up. But the ones that make it fail maybe 4 or 5 times, but they still get up and, make things happen. It's about up here. How mentally tough are you? You know?
Believing in yourself, believing in the vision, and then just being consistent with it. I think that's the main thing about it, being consistent and believing what your idea can come into light. It's not what people say, it's not what happens, it's believing in that that vision. So I think that's the main point about it. I think
it's not a color thing. It's individual. How tough are you as an individual?
It might be a different path between black and white, but it's still the same. You'll still get the trials and tribulations, but that foundation of consistency, mental toughness, and being able to preservation throughout everything, that's the main things you need to take from it, and just keep going with your vision, because that's the main things that you need to keep going with. Go on.
I do want to ask, what would you say for people that are trying to put in the hard work but are having a hard time to find that motivation to keep going forward?
I don't personally. Look, I'm gonna say this first. Personally, I don't believe in motivation. Motivation is nothing. Motivation is an emotion. It's up and down. So emotions are always up and down. You might feel motivated one day, but you might not the other day. I think discipline. You got to be so invested into your vision, because at the end of the day, it's your goal, no one else's. Who's gonna make your goal work for you? So if you're really invested into your goal, you're gonna make it happen, and that really shows you who's really about it and who's not. Because if it's your vision, then why aren't you putting 100% into it? So
and I think purpose too, man.
Yeah.
If you wake up, you don't have a purpose, and you be like, I just want to get lit today. You're living with no purpose. If you've got kids to look after, you've got a mother to look after, you've got responsibilities, you've got a purpose to wake up and handle your business.
100%.
Especially in age, I can't take anyone under 25 serious, especially a man. Yeah, okay. You're one of the one-offs.
Look at this guy, man.
You know what I mean, bro.
Yeah.
Anyone under age 25,
yeah.
Male, I can't take it serious. Females, sometimes there's a gray area there. Some of them are switched on, because they just want to have fun. They don't really start to grow until they hit that 25.
But let
27,
me land for the people under 25. Maybe it's what society tells you is normal. Is being pushed out. So they go with the crowd. The sheeps. They just roll with what's normal or what's what's expected from you. It's not very common to have someone under 25 making moves like that and being switched on. It's not. So I get it from their end, but at the same time, like you blueprint your life.
Yeah.
Like if you want to.
And I was in the same boat.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I get it on that point.
I do want to ask, like, obviously you saying 25 under, but at the same time, like, do you feel like people, like, you've been 25 before, do you feel like people at 25, when they get to that stage, they feel like, man, I haven't done anything until then. It's too late now. Do you feel like there's a way
it's never too
to
late.
overcome that?
That's the first thing. It's never too late. You could wake up at 50 and decide that, hey, I want to change my life. I've been in a shitty relationship. You know, this marriage ain't working. Da 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 da. I want to give it my all right now because I don't want to die without having tried at all.
Yeah.
That switch can come on just like that. So at any time, especially male, maybe females is different. I don't know, but for male, like it could come at any time, and that comes with maturity too.
Yeah.
You know, when I was saying under 25, for me, sleep is the biggest thing. If you're sleeping 12 hours a day and you're only working 8, that's like, what are you doing? You should be supposed to be working more than you sleep. You know, I see too many people that want to sleep more than they work. You know what I mean? So really think about that.
Yeah.
You know? How hard are you working to actually sleep that much? You know what I mean? That's the biggest question for me.
I would have some advice I actually have on that too. A lot of people that maybe feel stuck, maybe under that 25 range where it's like, I can't make it. You know, you look on Instagram, there's a 21, 19-year-old is a millionaire, whatever. If you feel that way, I want you to look up your biggest influences or the people that you look up to, whether it's like, you know, Denzel Washington, 50 Cent, whatever it is. You read their biographies or a book or even an audio book if you're not into books. You read their trials and tribulations, what they went through, you would realize that the age that you are at right now, they didn't start making moves until, you know, later in their lives. And then they became what they need to be. And that's an inspiration to you. So if you're reading into someone that had a blueprint and then obviously the ages didn't match out, why are you comparing yourself to them? Because everyone has their own paths, everyone has their own story. So I think, you know, people shouldn't feel stuck because everyone has their own story, everyone has their own path, and it's not about comparing, it's about, you know, achieving.
So basically what you're saying is sleep is rest, and the only time you get to rest is when you put in
When you deserve that rest.
What's that quote you heard the other day?
What's wrong?
You remember you said, you're like, I'm going to start using that. About going to sleep broke or something.
Oh. Let me learn. If you woke up broke, you should have never went to sleep. You know?
Yeah, there's a message in there. There's a message in there.
It makes sense.
Because,
you know?
you're too comfortable. Too
Yeah.
comfortable going to sleep, you know, enjoying life when you can't go to sleep being like, I had a very productive day. It was good. I got closer to my goal. You need to be one step closer every single day.
Yeah.
If you went to sleep and it's like, what did I do today? I don't know. You know, I watched a TV show, whoop, movie, whoop. Like, that's the mentality right there. That's the message out of it, even though it's so, you know, critical. You might be broke, but you still have a purpose and you're doing something every day.
Oh, the money will come.
Yeah.
If you make money the end goal, when you don't get it, you're gonna feel like you didn't achieve what you wanted to. But sometimes you gotta work like, you know, see the horses with the blinds on the side.
Yeah.
They're just going forward.
Yeah.
They don't look back. You just gotta keep working, and everything will come. Hard work pays off.
Yeah, facts.
But if you're worried about like the numbers in your bank account, then you could be setting yourself. You could, not always, but you could be setting yourself up fail because now you're just running off numbers.
Yeah.
But it's the work that builds you. Fast success, and I've seen this with my own eyes, builds ego. It's the longevity that builds consistency.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I've heard that
and
before,
character.
actually, yeah.
So, and I've seen that firsthand. You know.
I do want to say
Another question.
I do agree.
This guy's flowing in with these questions today.
No, I do agree because there's this Drake lyric that was saying, me and the money gotta attach before I go relax. And like I know what you mean. Like you gotta work hard, make your money before you go to, you gotta work for that relaxing state. And like with that, obviously we talk about motivation, and you said discipline over motivation. Would you say that's the same thing when it comes to just anything in life, just anything. Like not just business to make money, but just anything you want to do.
Yeah, well, that's pretty common sense. It's just whatever you want with your life. You just got to be disciplined. If you want to be a sports star, you got to be disciplined, do all that training, eating right, doing all that stuff.
You look at like what Kobe says about Shaq.
Yeah.
He's one of the greatest. He could have been the best ever, but he didn't have the work ethic. He had all the talent, didn't have the work ethic. Someone like Kobe had the work ethic, and he had to build himself to have that talent. You know, so that's why that team broke up back in the day, because he was just like, you have everything, you know, engraved in you perfectly.
But you're not serious.
But you're not serious at the same time. You know what I mean?
Not that guy.
What would you say about someone like Shaq? He had the talent, he had everything.
I mean, he's still killing it in everything he does. Yeah.
But at the same time, they won 3 chips straight, and he wasn't working as hard as he could have been.
Exactly.
Do you feel like talent beats hard work, or do you feel like hard work beats talent?
But
you have someone like
talent will never beat hard work.
Yeah. You can be talented for X amount of time, but then that fuel tank starts to run out.
Yeah.
Because you don't care. You just think that, okay, God gave me this gift. It's the hard work that you do behind closed doors that goes unnoticed that pays off in the long run. You know what I mean?
But I think that's a bit.
Now we're getting too far and too deep into it.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Man, apologies if you didn't hear. He doesn't have a mic, so apologies if you didn't hear any of these questions. But we'll put a little subtitle on the bottom, so you guys have a bit of an idea of what that conversation was. But yeah, good questions and we'll go into what's been going on in the world and a few things about
Trump Harris.
Trump
Let's
Harris.
get into it. Might as well.
We're not political, by the way.
Yeah, but let's
No
touch the
disclaimer.
surface.
Yeah, we'll touch the surface a little bit because obviously.
Who were you
it's
going
on
for
topic.
and why?
Trump supporter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MAGA hat.
Yeah.
Where's your hat? I saw you take it off before you did.
Make America. No, I'm gonna say make the world great again. So basically, Trump. He stands on business. He says what it needs to be said. He doesn't go by script. He doesn't say He doesn't sound political. He sounds like someone that's taking control and says what needs to be said without sugarcoating anything. Yeah. Some people take it the wrong way, but would you rather want someone truthful or someone that's just going off a script? Kamala Harris, she's got a propaganda. She's bringing Glorilla
Too far left.
Yeah. She doesn't even know basic economic discussions. Like she contradicts herself a lot. So I feel like at the end of the day, Trump is a major businessman, a very successful one. He understands business, he understands economics, and he understands how the world works. Kamala Harris is, I'm not gonna say a puppet, but she's very controlled.
She's a puppet, and she's just doing the same thing that Joe Biden's been doing, and just, being pulled by strings.
Yeah. So basically, Kamala will tell you what you want to hear. Trump will tell you what you need to hear.
Yeah.
Basically, that's how it is. And I don't know who you would want running the world, but I think it works better by telling the truth to the people that obviously are putting trust into you and you running the country and obviously infected their life. So, and obviously America is such a powerhouse. They were basically the reserve of the world, the Reserve Bank of the world, and for them to be
clowns.
Yeah, exactly. It's not taken seriously. It affects the whole world. So even the announcement of Trump being elected, how many reports came out of certain things were going to happen? Like it's very impactful. So I feel like everyone that's a Kamala Harris fan is just following propaganda. They've just followed the trend. Yeah. So Trump or Kamala, and why?
Trump or Kamala? To be honest, I would have to go with Kamala Harris. I have to be that guy.
What? You're not that guy.
I have to be that guy right now.
You're not that guy.
No. I'm covering
He said Harris.
I have to be that guy right now, Kamala Harris.
Why? Okay, go on.
Let him land.
Let him land.
Let me explain, because she worked under Joe Biden. Oh, God. So she's got that experience under the belt. Obviously, we're talking to an ex-president right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, what's wrong with an up-and-comer? She has a lot of fans. She has a big fan base.
What does that have to do with anything?
But paid fans.
She ain't even right.
But Donald Trump, can you take that man serious?
Yes.
His antics.
Yes.
He carries himself.
Yes.
He's a businessman.
Bro,
He's a businessman.
he's true to himself. He shows he shows who he is. Everyone that's in politics just goes by script.
Yeah.
Do you want someone that's like real to themselves, and then, or you want a puppet that goes by script?
Or do you want somebody professional?
He is still professional. He's a multi-billion-dollar businessman.
Some of the headlines. That
Like what? Like what?
Propaganda. We're eating the dogs. Bro, propaganda. But hold on.
So you believe the media?
How long?
I don't. He said it.
But you believe the media? They make it worse.
You
than what
heard?
it is.
Did you hear the whole
Context
speech that he gave before that word came out? You heard probably a 10-second. You heard a 10-second reel on Facebook.
The whole nation. This man should know better than to say like outlandish things like that. You know what I mean?
Context.
Context.
That's like Kevin Samuels. No one ever knows the context, but his message is right.
Okay. So do you know the backstory to that?
Yes.
Okay. Elaborate.
Okay, because there's a certain area. Yeah. Was it Pennsylvania or somewhere like that? They actually, because there's a lot of homeless people around there, they're actually killing dogs and eating them. We're eating the dogs. So you have no context, you have no facts, and then you want to top.
No, you're right, but I don't feel like something like that needs to be announced.
Yes, it does.
Because it gets taken the wrong way. And look how
This is surface level stuff. This is not even politics at this point. This is surface level.
That was just an example. That was just an example that's wrong. But the thing is, I understand where you come from, but at the same time, I agree with what they were saying because Kamala Harris, she had a rally, and what they were saying is something about her getting control. With the rally, it was something about her saying, someone shouted in the crowd, Jesus is king, or something like that, and she said, you're in the wrong rally. Trump said, you're welcome here. That's the thing, like, her views.
She wants to accommodate to every single person, every single ideology. She doesn't stand on nothing.
No.
She stands on nothing.
She doesn't want to.
There's no backbone with her.
Yeah, the thing is, she told the person that said Jesus is king, this is the wrong rally.
Yeah, but that always that just touches back to propaganda.
He's turning it religious. Was it religious? But the thing is, Trump is saying he's welcome to all people.
Yeah, but that's acceptance. That's acceptance of religion. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's propaganda. The propaganda doesn't suit religion, any type of religion. Yeah. And that comes down to propaganda because she's getting pushed to do a narrative that doesn't have anything to do with religion. No, that's all it is.
She pushed that away, and Trump said he's welcome to everybody. As in, everybody in America is different, no matter what, but he's still down to ride for America, no matter what. That's what it is. That's what he's saying about America itself. He's a leader of America.
First of all,
Kamala is trying to
isn't she Indian?
Certain people. Exactly.
What do you have against Indians?
Nothing.
You live there. You're one of them.
Bro, I'm just saying.
Could you please explain what you mean?
Look, apparently, she's a black woman now. But I don't see how, because to me, she looks like an Indian woman. Okay. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with Indians. The Indians are the most beautiful people on the planet. When you go there, man, you'll see for yourself.
Oh, yeah, you've worked in India.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, what I'm saying is now she's pro-black. And it's not a black or white thing. I could care less. I'm going for Trump. But she's using whatever she can to, gain, popularity. Yeah. And that's wrong. She's not being true to herself and true to her core. So she's phony. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Trump, he does not care what you think of him. He's been hated for the longest. The last 4 years, everybody been shit on him.
54 convictions.
But look at him now. That's fact. Standing on business.
That's facts. And anyone that has anything to say about that, I want to see you guys in the comments. I want you to see you guys conversating about this. Whatever. Who's the better president? Even though, Trump won. Up Trump. But, give your 2 cents and let us know.
The best man won.
But,
the only man one.
I think that's enough about politics. I don't like to get too deep into it. It's a sensitive topic. So yeah, that's kind of, an overview about a little bit of things that have been happening. Yesterday, we had a very controversial fight yesterday as well. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
No serious.
Opinions, the outcome, what you think, and the future of boxing. What were you on to?
I can't take Jake Paul serious. I reckon I'll beat him in a car park.
Wallet.
1-on-1. He's not that guy.
Wallet.
He's not that guy. He's calling out retired boxers. He's never fought anyone under 35.
Tell me for real.
I'm telling you, he's not that guy. I can't take him serious. But I respect what he's doing. It's never been done before. He's bought the YouTube you know, fame or all that bullshit into the boxing ring, which is something no one's ever done. But people are eating. Take a dive, get paid meals, and then disappear.
Shout out Tyson.
Everybody's doing it. So, can't take him serious, but I respect the hustle. Him and his brother, this is calculated moves, you know, and they're winning. To get someone of Mike Tyson's
You're not
caliber,
that guy either.
Mike Tyson's
you're
caliber,
not that guy.
you know, to get in there and take a dive, or you know, just how many times was this guy ready for uppercut?
Bro, he's butting his glove the whole time.
Biting his glove because he knows he doesn't want to kill this dude in the ring. But anyway, it is what it is. He got his 20 mil. Good on him. So yeah. You know, the nigga's like, what, 58?
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's very sensitive. One thing about boxing is you can't play boxing, you know? It's a lifestyle. You gotta eat right, you gotta train right, you gotta do everything right because, you know, it shows in the ring. But I don't know about all the scripted, the conspiracies about whether it's scripted and all that. I'm not gonna get into that. I have no evidence. I like to back myself with what I do, but
it's a business. It's very smart. He's a very young, smart businessman. I have to give him that.
Yeah, so it is. And at the end of the day, it's not good for boxing, but it's also good for boxing because it's bringing a crowd, but it's the wrong crowd. It's little kids, but all his viewers are little kids. So,
but today is a real deal.
Ooh. Zokabir.
And the thing is, on top of that, boxing, just like other professional sports, it's a young man's sport. So, as we have...
How old is young man?
The thing is, as Jake Paul is 27, Mike Tyson borderline 60. His wheels are about to fall off. He's still young in terms of his life hasn't ended, yeah? But Jake Paul is 27. Like, we can't take that fact away. Just as you are 24, just as you was 34, like, you can take on Mike Tyson and still beat him no matter what. He's only...
I don't know. If he was really throwing it, he got me.
His legs are giving out.
Yeah.
As we saw in the fight, that's the thing.
So you tell me you can beat Mike Tyson at 58?
Not me, but I'm just saying, it's a young man's sport. A young man that has been professionally training in the sport, it's rash with Mike Tyson.
On that topic, I think he's got enough fights under his belt now. He's won enough. I think he needs one where he proves himself against a real fighter.
Jake Paul?
Yeah. At least that one fight against
Legit.
a real fighter, a legit ranked fighter, to prove himself.
Yeah, but he's been calling out. He's been calling out a lot of people, man.
I'll give him that respect.
He's been calling out Javante, been calling out Canelo, people that would actually kill him. That would be borderline murder on TV.
He just needs to be ranked. He doesn't need to be top ranked.
He's gonna be top ranked.
If he gets beats, if he gets fights in average.
He also Tommy Fury, bro. Come on. He beat taxi drivers. I'm not taking Jake Paul serious, man. But
hey,
I still respect.
Taxi drivers can fight. They gotta fight Uber drivers, man.
Oh my goodness! Don't forget Diddy. Diddy drivers.
That's who the legends were fighting back in the day. Those blokes that were on the tools. That's who they were fighting back in the day.
Yeah, that's facts.
So, you know,
Hey, don't sleep on those
you
OGs,
gotta question
man.
these guys now. You gotta question those guys back then. You gotta question each individual fighter.
But no, you touched on the topic of the real fight.
Oh yeah, Jon Jones. So the fight's happened today. The King's back.
The King is back.
Obviously, I'm going for Jon Jones. He's never failed, except for drug tests. But
I'm calling you out now.
no,
I hope he sees it. I'm gonna send this to him.
I'm playing. He's the king. What I do want to see in the future, because now Ngannou won a month ago. I really want to see Jon Jones versus Ngannou. That's something that the world wants to see. I don't know how it's gonna happen because Ngannou's got beef with Dana White and this and that. Hopefully they can resolve it so we can get the biggest fight of all time happening. You got two kings that have never lost in the octagon, and we need to see this fight before
Personally,
they all get washed and we see it in 10 years' time when nobody cares anymore. You know?
I have Jon Jones by murder.
Relax.
Jon Jones is not a force to be reckoned with. He's skill caliber set. For instance, he's getting there. Like he's obviously developing his whole game all around, but he's not there all the way. Jon Jones in every category is something to be scared of. So, you know, Francis Ngannou might throw haymakers and maybe land something, but, you know, once he gets him on the ground, something happens. Jon Jones is not a force to be reckoned with, but he is new to the heavyweight division. So, you know, things can happen. It is
And
the
he's there
fight
for a
game.
reason. Ngannou. He's got his number. So, what would you say, Ngannou or Jon Jones?
Jon Jones by murder. I said this.
What's your opinion?
I do want to ask, is it Jon Jones by murder by hit or submission?
Whatever which way he wants
Now,
to do
I
it.
reckon
But-
Ngannou got a heavier hit,
Yeah,
but Jon Jones will go for the sub.
that's great. That's it.
And once he gets Ngannou in that sub, that's it. It's done.
Facts.
But if Ngannou's haymakers lands, he could, yeah.
No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's a hard punch. It's a hard one to take. Nah, you're
No, but heavy hitters is nothing new to this guy, Jon Jones. He was, 21 versus grown men. He's pretty much the Mike Tyson of UFC.
Yeah, he is.
So,
He is.
what are we talking
Francis
about?
is the hardest hitting heavyweight of all time.
If it lands, Robin.
Yeah, if it lands.
If it lands. But he is MMA. There's a lot of... You can start with the leg kicks, you know, start tying him down, and then what? You need your legs to be able to, you know, pack a punch.
That's true.
So basically, he'll bring in the leg kicks. He'll bring in, like, you know, like the fake takedowns and then a couple, you know, hits. He knows what he's doing in there. He's versed heavy hitters before.
I do want to ask, when was the last time Jon Jones did fight though?
He versed
That was a few months ago, wasn't it?
Was it,
the guy with the black hair. What's his name?
was it this year?
No way. Like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah. What's his name? And people thought he lost as well.
I'm not too sure.
I can't remember his name,
I'm
but
not sure what happened.
yeah. No, still gone. I'm pretty sure it was the last one.
He is 37.
Still gone it was still gone.
How old is Francis?
Ngannou.
34, 35?
See, look, you have the younger opponent going against Jon Jones.
But there's
He's
3 years.
called experience.
3 years is
That is true, yeah.
it's
MMA.
not that. It's
No,
not
I'm
that deep.
not saying it's a big difference.
It was like 10 years. We might have a conversation here, but come on, it's not that deep.
That's true.
But yeah, that should be exciting, and we'll touch on that next time, and we'll see what our predictions were like. But yeah, for now, I got Jon Jones.
Jon Jones, yeah, he'll mop the
Easy
floor.
one, easy win. And then we got I want to touch it to UFC. We're not a UFC channel, but Oliveira versus Chandler. I don't know if you guys know him like that. I'm kind of into UFC a lot, but Chandler and Oliveira.
Who you got?
I got Oliveira by submission. He's a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, he's specialty. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's a Brazilian. He's a dog.
He's been
And
killing
he
it.
can take a hit.
He's been killing it too.
He can take a hit. He's been knocked down sometimes. He gets right back up and he keeps going at you. That's the scariest type of people. Imagine punching someone so hard. They knock down, then they get back up, and then they just back again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know.
Undertaker.
What?
Undertaker.
Versus who?
No, just in general. You know when this guy gets knocked out, he gets up.
Robin, we're going to leave that alone. But speaking on the topic of verses,
Yeah.
you know, we had a very good discussion with a couple of our boys the other day, you know. A couple of...
It was one of the greatest conversations.
very good conversation. We kind of want to bring that to
Verses,
light
yeah.
today. So, verses, basically. That's what we're going to call the segment today. Verses. Certain people that we think, you know, opinionized who you think would be better.
But you have to have a reason behind it.
Exactly.
You can't just say
Facts.
names out there with no facts behind it.
Exactly. So it was a very heated debate. We had probably like 10 guys just talking about
10
certain
OGs.
things. Yeah.
Shout out to
to the guys.
homies.
Shout out to the guys. But we had some pretty good conversation. We were like, man, that'd be a good conversation for the pod. So I think the biggest one with the biggest controversy was R. Kelly or Usher.
Okay.
And shout out to my man, Extreme Cuts. But you're wrong on this one, my guy. It's R. Kelly. It's R. Kelly by a long way. R. Kelly, despite his legal troubles, was a force to be reckoned with, especially that era, despite my age at that era. But I understand what impact it used
There
to
is
have
no Usher
because
without
you were around, and it was getting bumped to the max.
Yeah.
And the numbers don't lie as well. So, and that was before streaming and everything like that. So
Kelly, man.
the numbers were there. So
I got a nice one for you.
Can't lie.
Usher, not Usher, sorry. Prince or Michael Jackson?
Whoa.
what?
Dougie, this is for you actually.
No, on paper or when you actually listen to him, because it's two different things.
No, just I want to hear what he has to say.
Dougie Fresh.
You know the answer. You have to get MJ. He's got the got the whole package.
Yeah, I agree. I was ready for debate.
He's a full performer.
Yeah.
Because I haven't, to be honest, looked much into Prince.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I should have. As a black person, I probably should have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I would have to go with MJ.
Yeah, me too.
With the longevity, you know what I mean?
I was gonna say MJ, but if we look at MJ, he's like the LeBron of the league. As Prince is just the KD of the league.
Yeah, his mic is done.
Yeah.
Robin, what do you mean? People don't know NBA terminologies.
That's true. That's true.
People they don't really get that. You can't just be bringing up NBA.
Okay, since you want to talk about NBA, Jordan or LeBron?
LeBron. If you look at what LeBron has done, it's year 20, 21, and
It's
year 22.
right now.
It's year
And the
22.
thing is, no one's been able to stop him. You have Kareem, the skyhook. He's been able to get that amount of points because he's had an unguardable move that can get him that amount of points. But with LeBron, he's just an unguardable player. There's nothing specifically he does that's unguardable.
Look, listen. This is all it is. MJ used to verse, bro. Even though everyone always says it, bus drivers, taxi drivers, mechanics, and plumbers. I'm telling you, these guys used to have jobs after the games. I'm not taking them seriously. If you watch how they used to play, it was nothing. All the moves that MJ used to do, they're just common in everyday basketball today.
Yeah.
Like,
Different eras.
different eras. And the era today, whether you want to believe it or not, is way harder than what it used to be. Bro, the standard is set so much higher.
Skills set.
And for LeBron to be still on top
Active.
of the standard.
At his age.
Exactly. So there's no debate. I don't care how many rings there is. Because if we want to talk rings,
Hey.
Bill Russell will talk to you.
I'm calling my daughter LeBronda.
I can't really.
LeBronda.
It's too way too far.
Who do you guys reckon that's going to be the new face of the NBA?
New face. And Edwards. Jason Tatum.
Tatum should be realistically the face of the league, but there's no personality.
He's the only guy that lost aura points by winning a chip.
But
At the same time, it has to be an All-American because there's a lot of international players that can actually play very good.
Luka.
skill level.
Luka's up there.
But what about
Jokic.
Wemby?
But he's Europe.
Wemby as well.
Wemby just scored 50.
Yeah, like they're coming up.
Yeah.
Like it's no longer an what do you call it?
And it's American.
An American
Could
thing.
you take that risk on Wemby? He's still fresh to the league. Will, could you take that risk on him?
Who?
He's still fresh, Wemby.
No, but he's showing potentials of being that generational
I'm
talent
saying,
of being the face.
could you and would you take that risk on him?
I don't think
I
he'll
would.
have a long career, but I think he's gonna have a very solid run for 10 years.
Of that length, what they're like.
Okay, let's talk about Giannis then.
Injury prone.
Giannis.
Yeah. International players.
You put some meat on. Bro, you have the best nutritionist. You have the best
He's in his
everything.
prime right now.
Who?
Giannis.
I wouldn't say prime.
That's his prime right now.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, sort of.
That 29 age, that's
Yeah.
the prime he is.
He's still there. He's still up there. Top
29.
5.
It's like
Obviously, it's not exactly 29, but around that, you know what I mean? Around maybe like 27 to like maybe 31 or something like that, 32. That's around the prime ages. But 29 specifically, yeah.
I understand that size, but that size of what Wemby is, but like that's being normalized nowadays. There's so many people. The league is gonna get taller and taller by the years, so that's gonna be normalized. We're gonna start having guards that are 6'7",
Yeah.
very quickly, very easily. Look at Ben Simmons.
Please.
Look at Ben Simmons.
He's still rookie of the year.
Don't talk bad about Ben Simmons.
Rookie of the year. This year, I'm telling you, it's coming.
Who?
Ben Simmons.
He ain't a rookie.
The thing is, I agree with what you're saying about Wemby, but at the same time, you look at players like Trae Young. He was averaging in his second season. He was averaging about like almost 30 and 10.
He's been
Like in his second season of the NBA, Luka was averaging the same, like similar numbers.
You're not
His second
talking
season-
modern day, though.
No, but the thing is, Wemby's in his second season right now, and he dropped a 50 bomb, but he's not averaging the same amount of numbers.
Look at the position. He gets the ball straight off the rip.
Yeah, but we got to see what
He's a
Wemby
center.
can do past the 2 years.
He's not a
We've
gut.
seen Luka and Doncic. No, we see Luka, Doncic, and Trae Young.
Yeah, but who's getting better? Trey Young's doing the same thing he did in high school.
Yeah, no, that's fact.
Exactly. So what are we talking about? And look what Wemby did.
But there's so many young players that can do this. That's what I'm saying. Giannis might be the face.
But the face, they're 4-7 right now.
So pretty much foreigners that don't get included in the face.
You guys are sinking the ship.
That's a good point that he's making right there.
You guys are sinking the
They're
ship.
4-7. What type of face of NBA is 4-7?
It's on a
Face of NBA. That was a question. Who is the face? I want to know specifics. Dougie.
Ant.
I say Ant.
Yeah.
Dougie.
You talking about for the future? future.
Yeah.
Yeah, currently.
After LeBron's done.
Nah, currently it's still LeBron.
Yeah, but like once it's finished, because it's always
Okay,
gonna be like.
let's say in
That's
4 or
what-
5
that's
years
what this guy
LeBron's
does.
done.
Once he retires or resigns, who's next?
This guy said resigns.
And
2 week notice.
Santo.
Of course, because
All right,
like,
that's it.
I think we'll wrap it up there. We just had a quick catch up and just try to touch back with you guys and just tell you a little bit what's been happening. But we're good to be back and good to see you guys again. And man, can't wait for the future and what's in store for the Sensational Podcast. So appreciate you guys tuning in today. Sammy, hit him.
Like, share, subscribe. Follow us on all platforms. And it's your boys, a lot of things coming this year and big things coming in 2025. It's good to be back. We've got the family out here now. And man, Sydney, your boys.
We're here.
Your favorite niggas.
All right, man. Appreciate you guys. Take care and thanks for tuning in. All the best. Shout out. We out.
Sensational.